for the introduction. So although initially my name is called Mina Shah, which you introduced me as, but I'm also, because I'm an initiate of Om Swami, I take the name Mina Om. And Om Swami is my guru, my spiritual master. He's meditated for over 15,000 hours, and I can't do my journey of my spiritual path. So going back to meditation, I think you have to be taught meditation. It's like the alphabet. You don't learn the alphabet just like that. You know, you have to be taught meditation, and therefore, you know, you need to take about 15 to 17 minutes out in a day to practice it efficiently. So, but meditation for me, I personally feel that it is the answer to some things, but not entire answer to diabetes. You know, you do need a certain amount of meditation and mindfulness in your day. You know, my father-in-law, for example, he's got diabetes, and you know, I ask him about his diabetic condition and how he feels about his condition. He very much talks about that self-motivation and not giving into foods that are not good for you as well. So we hide things from him like biscuits and whatnot. So, but this is where meditation comes into play. You know, the more you practice, the more you become mindful, you will gain the strength to say no. That inner voice that you can say, no, I will not indulge into food that is not good for me. So Black Lotus meditations, which I practice daily, if you did that yourself, you will gain that focus, you will gain that inner strength, and you will build that concentration too. You know, Om Swami, my guru, highlights very much that, you know, most important thing is your exercise and your diet, which I'm sure you're all doing, and that you're all looking after yourselves, and you've got, you know, the doctors and the dietitians supporting you for those things. But a smaller part of your time is meditation. And the rest of your time actually is dedicated to your family and friends, you know, spending time with them, people who will bring you joy, and you can have a fun quality time with them, you know, taking the screens away, take your mobile phone away, take the television away, because it's when you feel happy and joyous, naturally, you know, you will feel stress-free, it'll balance your sugar levels, etc. So recapping on what I've just said, you know, number one priority, which you are all doing, I'm sure, is your exercise and your diet. Number two, spend that quality time with your family and friends. And third, you know, sit down and take some time out to meditate. The Black Lotus app is free. You can download it, try it out for yourself. There's a package on there that's called Rare, which is free to use. You know, there's some people may say, oh, I can't meditate and I can't sit down, but practice makes perfect. You know, you must sit and you must practice. It's like it's like with anything. If you really wanted to do something, you'll put your full efforts and practice into that. So, you know, when you are first meditating, even in myself included, you know, imagine yourself as a mountaineer. You're starting at the bottom of the mountain, and you're taking your first step towards this tall mountain. At first, there will be an avalanche of boulders coming at you. The boulders are the representations of your thoughts. So you'll be sitting there and there'll be a thought coming at you. There'll be another thought coming at you, and there'll be something else, and you'll drift into some other thought. It is perfectly normal. It is perfectly normal to experience this. Don't give up. You know, you must keep going. You must keep trying. As you practice more, as you keep climbing that mountain a little bit more, you will find that the smaller rocks are falling towards you. So a little less thoughts will come to you. And as you get higher and higher, so the more you practice, these rocks will then turn into pebbles, maybe coming at you once every minute. And then when you actually reach the top, the highest peak, you will reach the state of quietness. to the mind. So the thoughts will no longer derail you at all. You have complete silence in your mind. Now, when you come out of this meditation practice and when you are going about your day, you are using this alertness of mindful, so that when you do have these thoughts that come to you, you will be able to deflect them. So, keep practicing meditation. Don't give up. Start off with initially 3-4 minutes, and then as you practice more, extend your time, extend it to maybe 5 to 8 minutes, then maybe 8 to 10 minutes. But just keep, it's a daily practice. You cannot, personally, I never miss a day of meditation. I will do it religiously every single day. So going back to the thought, I was going to give you an example. So this is what thoughts can do to you. So for example, if I said to you, think about a red apple, and you thought about that red apple, but you didn't drop that thought will then travel to you buying the apple, you go into maybe Morrison's and Tesco's and where you bought it from, you go into the store, you might have got the trolley and you bumped into someone in the trolley, you got a bit frustrated with that. A horrible customer service representative is then being very horrible to you because he or she may have not had a good day. And then your debit card doesn't work. And that, just that one thought of the apple has created so much stress. And you just thought about an apple. That's all you did. You just thought about an apple. So it is very important to be mindful that, what, I've thought about this, but I must not get carried away with this thought. I must drop that thought. Okay. So from a spiritual point of view, I personally think that it's really extremely important to look after yourself with diet and exercise, which I've mentioned many times over. Some of the mindful activities that you can do on a day-to-day basis. So what mindfulness will do is that it will bring you back in the present moment. So, where you might be sitting or watching television, that's not very mindful actually, because you might not be watching the television, but your thoughts might be wandering elsewhere. You could be watching something and your thoughts will be somewhere else. So mindful activities could be something like cooking. I'm sure that you are, as diabetics, you'll be very, very careful of your diet. Why not have a look online and see what wonderful recipes there are for you? So, start maybe taking up cooking. I personally like walking, so great exercise, but walking maybe in a natural environment like the park. And, I'm quite lucky because I've got the woodlands behind me, and walking mindfully. So really admiring what's around you. Some of you may enjoy arts and crafts, so you might like to do painting. I personally love cleaning, and that's a very good mindful activity that you could do. Listening to music, I'm sure everybody loves listening to music. Again, a very mindful activity as well. Another very important thing that I practice as well is mindful eating. So, putting 20 minutes on maybe on your oven timer, not on your phone, but if you've got an oven timer, put 20 minutes on, and ensure that you eat slowly, that you use the full 20 minutes to finish your dinner or your lunch or your breakfast. Number two, mindful eating. When you are having something to eat, your cutlery, put it down. So every time you've taken a bite, put your cutlery down, finish your food, then start again with your cutlery again. Again, very mindful eating. No television, no mobile phones, no screens should be there when you are eating your dinner or your meals. And it actually, having those screens and those distractions away makes you more grateful of what you've got, grateful for the dinner that you have. So, and take your time, take your time when it comes to eating. So when I've been speaking to my father-in-law who also is a diabetic, as I mentioned before, and he mentioned, sometimes it brings to him anxiety, or stress. It can make, some symptoms can make you feel low. And this is where you're using these mindfulness activities to help you steer your mind away from that feeling and bring you back to the present moment. You know, I sometimes feel quite anxious when I have to hold large meetings at school or with the borough. And I personally practice mindful breathing to bring me back in the moment. And you find lots and lots of breathing activities on the Black Lotus app. You know, just log in. It's only 4 minutes of your day to do some mindful breathing. Moving on. So bedtime, you know, meditate before you go to bed. It is very important. Even if it's for 1 minute that you're lying down, you know, to gain a good night's sleep, meditation is key. One of the other things is that when you sleep, try and sleep on like your right hand side, because what it does is when you sleep on your right hand side, it opens up the lunar channel on your left hand side. So when you're breathing, you'll be breathing a cooler air through your body. This lunar channel is your cooler air, and which means when you have a cooler air and cooler breath into your body, it allows the mind to calm down. And always try your level best to sleep on your right, just listening to your breath, you know, inhale, exhale, just listening to your breath. And I'm sure you will eventually have a very good night's sleep. I do this myself every day, and it's me personally sharing with you, talking from my own experience. And as you are all aware, sleep is very important. If we don't sleep very well, the next day we're bound to feel groggy, bound to feel even low, or you know, our sugar levels can play up as well, etc. So take a vow, you know, today take a vow, say to yourself, no screen time, 1 hour before bed. You know, take that hour to possibly read something, or maybe listen to some music, and meditate, of course. So meditation for beginners, you know, as I mentioned before, it's all about focus and concentration. It's not about, you know, just saying, okay, I feel relaxed and, you know, I feel calm. Yes, the breathing meditation, yes, you will. But when it comes to guided meditation, it is really about concentration and focus, you know. Take just like 3 to 4 minutes to concentrate on your breath daily. And like I mentioned before, build up on it and then slowly extend your time. And I believe that, you know, I've covered basically the basics of meditation and mindfulness today. And I had something for yourselves. I've pre-recorded a breath meditation, so it's a breath work. And if it's okay with Hanif and Keith, I would love for everybody to join in. Is that okay? Okay, great. So if you are sitting down on a chair, it's okay. Or you could be sitting like myself in a lotus position. That means your legs are crossed. You need to sit up. So please, can everybody sit up? And you need to have your back straight. So please ensure your back is straight, that your hands are in your lap. Your head should be straight. So try and make sure your head is straight, not too forward and not too back, but actually straight and level with your body. And if you could please close your eyes, and I shall start the meditation. In this exercise, we shall be doing some deep breathing. Deep breathing, when done correctly, sharpens your intuition. You should not hold your breath for this exercise. Simply breathe deeply and gently. Breathe in a deep and gentle inhalation. Breathe out a complete
exhalation. Inhale deeply and gently. Exhale deeply and gently. At first, deep inhalation requires effort, but with practice, it extends naturally. Deep inhalation, complete exhalation. Inhale deeply and gently. Exhale deeply and gently. Deep inhalation. Complete exhalation. With each inhalation, you will fill your body with love, positivity, and truth. And with each breath out, exhale negativity and stress. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, compassion, empathy, beauty, bliss, and healing. Exhale, anger, jealousy, hate, negativity. Take a deep inhalation. Gentle exhalation. One more time. Deep inhalation. And a gentle exhalation. That's all, and I hope that you enjoy this session. Thank you.
So you can open your eyes, and I hope that you enjoyed that meditation. That meditation actually is from the Black Lotus app, except I've just reverted it into my voice. However, when you listen to the original one, it will be on Swami's voice. And that's the end of this session of meditation and mindfulness. So I'll give it back to you, Hanif. Thank you, everybody.